You know why we don't let cars play football? Because they're afraid of getting a parking ticket. Warm to you all as we prepare to embark on a riveting adventure into the realm of idioms. These strange yet appealing expressions are the quintessence of our daily. They infuse a dash of vibrancy and amusement, making our chats spirited and captivating. Ponder for a moment. Haven't you asked someone to put on the brakes, wanting them to decelerate? Or labeled someone a backseat driver for their unasked counsel? These idioms are the unique seasonings that enrich our linguistic mixture. They are a tribute to our fondness for vehicles and the significance of open roads in our past, and its infiltration into our dialect and traditions. So, fasten your seatbelts, everyone, as we get ready for a thrilling drive. We're on the verge of applying brakes to monotony and gear up your discussions. Brace yourselves for a delightful journey traversing the highways and side streets of car-focused idioms. Let's hit the road! Kicking off our adventurous exploration into idiomatic expressions, the very first stop on our itinerary is the phrase, "hit the brakes." To be clear, it's not a direct command to physically apply the brakes while you're driving. We wouldn't like to encourage dangerous driving habits. Instead, in the world of idioms, hitting the brakes refers to an abrupt halt, a conscious decision to slow down or cease an action. Picture this. You're cruising down an open highway, the wind teasing your hair, your worries a vague memory, the world a blur beyond your speeding vehicle. Suddenly, a sign looms in the distance, its words cutting through your carefree reverie. Speed trap ahead. That's when hit the brakes, right? A sudden, crucial decision to slow down. Now let's transpose this to a conversation where someone's talking as if they're in a race against time, and you need them to hit the brakes right now. You'd ask them to hit the brakes and take a breather. It's a useful phrase, isn't it? Moving ahead, our next idiom is backseat driver. No, it has nothing to do with that pesky younger sibling who insists on giving you driving instructions from the back seat. Although the resemblance is uncanny, isn't it? A backseat driver, in a broader sense, refers to anyone who dishes out unwanted advice or criticism. It's akin to having a personal commentator, a play-by-play analyst giving a running commentary of your every move. "You're taking this turn too sharp. Watch out for that pedestrian." You can almost hear their anxious voice. They may mean well, but at times you just want to retort, "Hey, I'm the one with the steering wheel here." It makes you question, who's the actual driver here anyways? Next in line, we have running on empty. This idiom isn't about your car's fuel gauge flirting dangerously with the big red E. We're talking about a metaphorical tank here, something much more personal and essential, your energy source or reserve. When you've been grinding away tirelessly, pouring every ounce of your energy into your work until there's nothing left, you are running on empty. Imagine you've been driving for hours non-stop, and exhaustion is creeping in. You're so tired you can't distinguish between a speed bump and a harmless squirrel scampering across the road. That's what running on empty feels like, and it could be perilous. Moving forward, we encounter greased lightning. Don't worry, this idiom does not involve literal grease or bolts of lightning. Instead, when something is as fast as greased lightning, it implies it's incredibly swift and smooth. Picture that flashy sports car that just zipped past you on the highway, or that friend who managed to devour an entire pizza before you've even picked up your first slice. That's what greased lightning signifies, as fast and fleeting as lighting. Next up, we have in the driver's seat, a relatively straightforward idiom, but an important one. If you're in the driver's seat, it signifies that you're holding the reins. You're the one calling the just, as when you're behind the wheel, you decide the car's course and its speed. So, if you're the one making decisions and calling the shots in a situation, you're essentially in the driver's seat. But remember, as the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. And a lot of backseat drivers, unfortunately. Continuing on our idiomatic journey, we stumble upon kick it into high gear. Rest assured, you're not required to physically kick anything. The phrase kick it into high gear is all about ratcheting up your speed or effort. Picture this, you're on the highway and you spot the sign for your exit, but it's merely a half-mile away. That's when you kick it into high gear, speeding up to make sure you don't miss your turn. Now let's hit the road. An age-old classic, this idiom. When you hit the road, it signifies the beginning of a journey or leaving a place. Picture this. You've finished packing up your car, ready for a cross-country road trip. The moment has arrived. You turn on the engine, put the car in drive, and hit the road. Next, we have shift gears. In the world of automobiles, you shift gears to adapt to the road's conditions. In the realm of idioms, shifting gears implies a change focus or approach. When you're brainstorming ideas for a project and everything seems at a standstill, you need to shift gears and try a different angle. After all, variety is the spice of life. Almost at the finish line, folks. Now let's delve into drive a hard bargain, tailored for the negotiators among you. When you drive a hard bargain, you negotiate firmly or demand a great deal in an exchange. Imagine you're purchasing a car and you manage to haggle the dealer down to a price significantly lower than the sticker price. That's when you're driving a hard bargain. Finally, we arrive at our destination, the pit stop. We're not referring to the quick breaks racing cars take during a high-speed race. A pit stop in our day-to-day parlance signifies a brief respite or rest during a task or journey. For instance, after driving for hours on end, you decide to pull over at a quaint roadside diner for a refreshing cup of coffee. That's your pit stop. And that, my friends, is how you drive a hard bargain in the world of idioms. So there we have it, 10 car-related idioms that can spruce up your vocabulary and ignite your conversations. Let's take a quick look at what we've picked up on this lingual exploration. Picked up, hit the brakes, an idiom indicating it's time to pause and slow down when situations become too rapid or chaotic. Then, we bumped into the infamous backseat driver, the unsolicited GPS brimming with unnecessary advice. We learned that when facing one, toss them aside. Running on empty was next, encapsulating that feeling when you're low on resources, be it energy, time, or patience. We sped to greased lightning, a metaphor for anything astonishingly fast or smooth. We moved in the driver's seat, where you take charge and influence the course of happenings. But remember, power comes with responsibility, or in our scenario, traffic penalties. Kick it into high gear, us about amplifying your efforts. We then got to hit the road, signifying the start of a fresh journey or leaving a place. It's a metaphor for life's transitions. Shift gears showed us the importance of altering focus when situations demand. It's akin to changing lanes. Then we grasped drive a hard bargain. This idiom is about tough negotiation and not settling for less. It's bargaining car dealer style. Lastly, pit stop, a brief respite during a task or journey, like halting for refreshments on a long drive. Remember, folks, language is a journey, not so don't hesitate to hit the road and uncover new idioms. Just remember to take a pit stop now and then. If you like this video, please to like and subscribe to our channel to encourage us to make more videos like this.